Now back to your host, Tom Hilton, on Live 805.
You are listening to Tom and Christy on Live 805, 1590 KVTA.
Now, our next guest, I got to be honest with you, I just met him
You're
this
trying
morning.
to hide from him, aren't you?
I'm not trying to hide. Oh, he's a big guy. You know, I don't want to tick him off. I can tell you
Did
that.
you get my joke?
You know, I get your joke, but if it's not that I didn't get it. It just to me wasn't that funny.
Okay, so this is Brian Hyde.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice. So you can
you're
get your
just
hiding
not
out
getting
thing, and he does a video blog called Hydeingout.
Oh.
Okay, and I'm kind of getting the feeling. I'm not even sure why he's on the show today because it's like he's kind of trying to do what we're doing, but on video, and it's kind of like, is he competition?
No, there's room
Oh my
for
God!
us.
Maybe we should just get rid of him right now because
No.
what if he's that good?
Well,
You know what I'm
hide from
saying?
him.
No, I'm not hiding from anybody. I got to take him head on. I got to go
Right.
after. Okay, on the VC Buzz, we know VC Buzz is coming back out because we had Shayna on. I think it was last week, and Delaney, and they were talking about VC Buzz magazine. Well, VC Buzz is going to be on digital now, right? Isn't that the terminology you would use? Is
Yeah.
digital. Okay, so it's not one that you can just hold in your hand and you flip the pages like
Nope.
I like. Okay, so it's got to be one of these fancy things you can look at on your phone that I struggle with. All these new things is not good for me.
I'm thinking
They're not
of this,
good for me.
I'm thinking of this marketing seminar I saw where they gave this baby a magazine,
Yeah.
and the baby's trying to swipe it,
Yeah.
and is trying to push it up, and then it throws it away because it didn't work.
That's how we're raising
That's
kids
how
now. They don't even know what a stinking newspaper is
Yeah,
anymore.
but at least you do. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
do.
Brian's going for the next generation,
The-
the
this-
digital one.
This
and
is
the current
all.
one.
This is the current thing for now. 5 years from now, we'll probably be on another planet with all this stuff because it's changing so stinking quickly. But Brian Hyde has got this blog called Hiding Out. So, Brian, good morning, and
Good
tell us
morning.
about this video blog that we'll be able to see.
Well, it's on YouTube. It's called Hiding Out with Brian Hyde, and basically we go around the 805 right now and just highlight different businesses, bars, restaurants, musicians, talent in our area because we have a lot of musical talent in our area. So
Yeah.
and it also opens the doors for different venues and different musicians to meet each other and be able to come together and be a part of the community together and help each other grow their business. So our focus is to help advertise for them, for our local businesses.
Cool. So wait, how did you get inspired to do this? What was the inspiration?
Not being able to find information about something we wanted to do.
He wasn't listening to our show.
No, obviously. This is another rean I don't like it. I mean, there's already a list of reasons that I'm not real happy about this guy. But the fact is that I have been telling people where to go, what to do in the 805 for almost 10 years now.
No
And
one
you
listens to
go and start a new business because you can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's
So
what we
What
do.
is that all
So you
about?
go to the restaurant. Are you doing video?
We do.
At the restaurant.
We do a full setup with my brother-in-law Gib, who has a production company, Ghost Group LA, and he comes out and he
So he's
video.
Ghost Group and you're Hyde.
That's it.
So you guys are like really
Exactly under the
Okay.
table. We're in and out. It takes us about 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
We're in. We meet with the owners or managers, whoever's there for the day, and we talk about their business and what sets them apart, and what helps them thrive.
And how often do you put up a YouTube video?
We try to do at least one a week.
Okay.
Sometimes we do 2 to 3. It just depends on the availability of the owners, the managers, things like that.
And
So
how long's the video?
we try to keep them to about 3 to 5 minutes for attention span, but
Yes.
sometimes they go over. Sometimes
3 to 5 minutes? You lost me in the first 30 seconds. I have no attention span whatsoever.
Don't look at the intro.
So you'll do in those 3 to 5 minutes, 30 seconds for you.
Yeah, thank
Right.
you. Thank you.
You'll do one restaurant or one venue
Correct.
or one artist. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it'll give you a show of the layout of the restaurant, and it'll also let us find out what sets them apart, like with Grapes and Hops. We just did them with Tammy White, and had no idea, all the history behind her wine bar there, and that you can actually buy wine from her as a retail seller and beer.
And beer. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can buy it all. In fact, it really, like we were just saying a second ago, you don't realize all the different things that are in that venue
Right.
until, like you did, you go in there and you really start finding this out.
Right.
And it gives people an opportunity to say, I want to see this place.
Exactly.
But they are seeing it different than radio where we have to paint the picture, basically.
Right.
You're showing the picture.
Exactly.
So you're kind of cheating.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
No, he's
See,
showing
there's
the
there's
picture.
like
We
fourth
actually go
reason
and
I don't
eat
like
there.
him.
No, we go and eat.
Or you're behind the curve.
I'm so far behind the curve, you don't have no idea.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell us some of the restaurants you've been to around
So
here.
we've been to Saloon Barbecue Company. They have the best old fashioned. They have a smoked old fashioned there. So we've been there.
Okay.
We went to Ventura Drum School with Tony
Yeah.
Cicero.
Yeah. Yeah, we had him on the show one time.
Yeah, he's
Tony?
amazing.
Last
drummer.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. So
Big personality.
exactly. Grapes and Hops. We did 1927 Barbershop at 1927 East Main Street.
Right.
That's a real barbershop.
It's a real barbershop.
Yeah, it's old
yeah.
school barbershop.
It's an amazing place.
Yeah.
And we also did Wildflower Salon that's on Main Street as well.
So
Okay.
it's not just entertainment and food.
Right.
It could be anything.
Any business in the
Any
805.
business in the 805.
Very cool.
If you need some help on that, I've got every contact there is
That
with
sounds great.
breweries and wineries and all that.
What
Because
happened to the competition part? Now you
Yeah.
no, what he doesn't realize is pretty soon it'll be
Then he's gonna give you people.
Tom and Brian, real small.
Right.
Exactly.
And you just ditched me. You hear that, everyone? I'm
Yeah.
gone. Goodbye.
No, you can still show up an hour on a Saturday, but I mean,
Oh.
Brian is now my new partner because I mean this is going to get me in the big time.
I don't think you
No,
can
no,
do that.
I see a movie career coming up. for me.
Okay, alrighty. Face for radio.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, darling.
We can blur you out.
Yeah. Well, Photoshop the heck out of me, will you?
I think they might
That's what I said
steal
the other.
me. They're gonna steal
I said that the other day. We were doing a photo shoot, and I said, "Do I look fat?" And she goes, "Well, Photoshop it." I said, "Oh, cool.
Exactly.
I'm okay now."
Well, that's the bad part about the video. You know, I still got to carry around my pregnant self. So
Yeah, and it adds weight to you when you're on
it does.
video.
It absolutely does.
It sure does, no doubt. Okay, so we can find you, and right now, if somebody wanted to find you, they just go to on YouTube to Hydeingout.
Just search Hydeingout on YouTube.
Hydeingou.
Hydeingout.
Okay, Hydeingout.
Hydeing.
Right.
I don't
Correct.
know, is that phonetically correct?
It is when my last name is spelled Hyde.
Yeah, it's just how you got to roll
I
with
think
it.
you take the E out. And just
Right.
go big.
Yeah, well,
Hyde.
no, you can't take.
I before
No,
you
it's his
just
name.
after C and then
Yeah, well, T comes before S, so that's all I know in
Okay.
the alphabet. All right. So okay, so we can get on there. We can see these different things. How long you been doing this?
We just started in late January.
Okay,
so
so
only
this
a
is
couple
new.
months. Yeah.
This is a new thing
Yeah,
out
very
there.
new.
And where are you going with this? What are you trying to do with this?
You know, we're really just trying to help people market. I do marketing and sales in the nursing industry, and I'm a nurse as well. And
Now that takes me. Oh,
Wait.
this guy does not look like a nurse.
How do you,
I'm telling you.
how do you market nursing?
you tell them what you provide. So I work for skilled nursing. So,
Okay, so like at
we do
home.
rehab and
Okay.
or
Yeah.
Convalescent type
Okay.
things. So
So Tom will be using you
I
soon.
figured he
So
worked
it's
at a
good.
motorcycle shop. By the
Get
look
his
of him, you're
card.
not a nurse.
Get his card. You'll need this soon.
Well, yeah, my nursing home.
Nursing
Yeah,
home,
I'm
yes.
already looking at
And
assisted
I'm
living.
still
Yeah,
stuck on the fact that you said T comes before S. No, it doesn't.
it does.
ST.
No, T comes before S. When the show used to be called Tom and Sandy, she couldn't figure out why it was Tom and Sandy, and I told her that T came before S in the dictionary,
No, he
and
might
she
need
bought
you,
that one.
He might need you before. You know.
Yeah.
we'll figure it
Really,
out.
She bought that
here, Alzheimer's
Yeah, no, that's how it rolls.
in the
Okay,
world.
so you're a nurse.
And I do sales and marketing. I've
Okay.
done sales and marketing basically most of my adult life, and
Right.
I figured this was a good way to kind of show people in our local area where marketing's going. You know, it's not so much paper anymore like
No.
the BC Buds. You know, they're online. You remember we used to have the penny saver that went out to everybody's
Right.
door. You don't see that anymore at all.
Is it gone now?
I think it's
I
just
haven't
not in
seen
our
it.
area anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at all. And
Yeah.
the penny saver was something I remember 20 years
Yeah.
ago. It was like my wife would say, "Well, we need to get this or something." She'd open up the penny saver,
Right.
and you start looking in
Now
there.
they drop off the phone book and you just get mad. You're like, why did you put this
Why
trash
did you
in
waste
my-
a tree
Yeah.
on this?
Right.
You know, why would you kill?
Bin.
Okay, the hardest job on earth right
I'm
now.
gonna bring it in.
Selling ads for the Yellow Pages.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
God.
but if you can sell ads, but if you're good enough to do
It's
it,
like selling ice to an
you're a doggone good salesperson. I gotta
That's
tell you,
the
because
truth.
that's a tough gig. Oh my gosh. I actually closed my furniture store last October after about a 20-year run,
Okay.
right? And I remember still getting calls up until the end for the Yellow Pages.
Wow.
And I'm like,
They were ready to put you on
are
the front
you
page.
kidding me? You can be on the cover. For $250 a year, you can be on the cover. Are you kidding me? What, the cover of what? In the recycler? I mean, because that's where it's going to go.
Exactly.
Who's got a Yellow Pages anymore?
It's still on my front porch for about 3 months now. So.
Well, why don't you pick it up?
I mean,
come on, don't be that lazy. Jesus.
Well, somebody might need it, you know.
Brian, what are the other ways of advertising that you?
So what we've done is we've wanted to show people that regardless of where your location is, you still need to advertise, and because people are online nowadays,
Yeah.
and no, you know, unless you can catch their eye by the storefront, they're not coming in. They're going to walk right by it to the place they know to go to. So, and I was guilty with Grapes and Hops. I'd never been in there until we did our segment there.
Right.
And then since, I'm blown away by the place, and I tell everybody about it. It's amazing.
It's a great place.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And just like the saloon right next door. Now, that place has got kind of a splash, though. You know, when you're walking by it, it causes you to look in because they've got what are the light? It's the lights, right?
Yeah, they have
I've never gone there.
Yeah, I've never gone in.
Yeah, I look every time
yet,
I buy, but
it's
I
awesome.
don't go
no,
in. And there's people.
it's always like every time I go by, it's crowded,
Right.
Yeah.
it's loud, and it's like, and it's a lot younger than I am usually.
Right.
Okay, and not that that's gonna faze me at all. It's just that I
You were
end up.
afraid when you walked in, everybody'd stop eating and just
Well, they'd probably say, "Oh my God, it's Tom."
no.
There
You
you
know,
go.
yeah, that's what they'd say. But I always end up at Anacapa,
Right.
which Danny is an old friend of mine for many years,
There
and
you go.
I love getting sitting there and having a nice beer at Anacapa, or I'll hop over to Grapes and Hops.
Right.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
haven't been to the
that's
saloon right next door, and I got to get myself in there.
Exactly,
Right,
yeah.
I
right,
got
the
to.
saloon.
Yeah,
And the
nothing-
ribs
nothing
are
wrong with that.
amazing. Their chili's amazing. Their food is great.
Yeah,
The food is great there.
they've been there a long time.
Yeah, they've been there for 3 years now. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
been a while. Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo is their 3rd-year anniversary.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, or it's going to be.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Cinco
Yeah.
de Mayo is in front of us.
Yeah. So
So
we
another interesting one.
I don't like Cinco de Mayo.
no.
Well, you don't like going out on Cinco de Mayo
Never
either.
again.
I don't either. It's too crowded for me.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah, it's
different
too
reasons,
crowded.
But that's it. No more Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, so you got sick.
No,
you
I did
big
not
baby.
get sick. I did not. Did not get sick.
Okay, but yeah, we don't need to talk about Cinco de Mayo yet.
No, we
Yeah.
don't.
No, that's
Skip
like
right over it.
that's 3 shows from now
Right
or
on to
something
the
like
next.
that. You know, whatever it is. Okay, so people want to see, or they're going to be able to go to the VC Buzz when it is live. I
Right.
guess it's is it the VC?
S comes before T.
No, but how does she do that? The dot VC.
Oh,
At
we could
buzz.com
do her
or
all
something
day.
like that?
I'm just going to
I
watch
don't
you
know.
struggle. This is more fun.
Yeah, well, I don't remember now. Okay, it's simple as that. She should have written it down for me.
It's on
So,
our Facebook page.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for doing that. Okay, you're going to put Brian on our Facebook page?
Maybe. Of
Okay.
course I will.
All right, check this guy out. Get on, whatever it's called. What was it called again?
YouTube. Hydeingout.
Hideingout. There it is.
You
Okay,
can
YouTube.
Find us on
Hideingout.
Facebook,
Hey,
YouTube, and Instagram.
I just got a little, I got too many things in my head right now.
Hydeing.
You're right. Yeah, it's those
Hiding
demons
out.
up here. They're telling me, they're kicking me, you know? I mean, it's
Because
crazy.
you wear your red Wrigley shirt.
Well, I knew I was going to be on TV today, so I wanted to look good. You know, I mean, the bottom line, if you can't wear wrinkles, what the heck? Yeah, I can get away with it, right? Okay. So we got Brian Hyde right here. Check him out. He's got some interesting things out there. You can see some of the businesses that are in our area here. And are you just going to cover Ventura County, or are you going to cover 805? What are you doing?
We're going to do all 805 in
Okay.
LA, and we also do a daily vlog, you know, some inspirational for people who are wanting to do things like I'm doing, working a 9 to 5, but have aspirations to do something else.
Right.
So I'm also doing a video blog about that, you know, me trying to continue working 9 to 5 and
Right.
try to do this.
Very cool.
So when are
Very
you
cool.
coming to Urbane Cafe?
As soon as they let me know they want me there.
All right, we want you there.
All right, we'll set something up then. Sounds great.
Isn't that funny? She wears an Urbane Cafe shirt
Oh, I forgot
that
I
she
had
probably
that on.
bought, you know, and
No, I
now she
designed
thinks
it.
she's a big shot over
I
there.
designed it too.
Oh, do you design that shirt?
Yeah.
Really?
I designed them.
It looked pretty simple. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, we
No,
like
it's
simple.
nice. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Brian, thanks a lot for coming
Thanks
in
for
today.
having me.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And Spence, I'm going to give away something right now. I want to give away a whale cruise. That's right. We're going whale watching out there with Island Packers. Yeah, give me the one I was going to give your son. That's my last one.
I'm like, no, you already gave this to my son. I'm looking at him like, how dare you?
2 people go out and go whale watching for the day with Island Packers. It is one of the best ways you can spend a day. I'm telling you, take your kids. Go out there and look around. Even if you don't see a whale, you will see thousands of dolphin. And usually you do see whales, and sometimes you even see killer whales because those pods go back and forth along here. And about twice a week, they'll run into a big pod of killer whales going by. And that's really a sight.
Killer whales? Like,
They are
you'd be
really
a little
cool.
Afraid it might jump on the boat.
No, this isn't whale NATO. like Sharknado. No, they don't jump on a boat. They're whales. They're in the water.
Well, they might want
No,
to.
it's not like Orca down at San Diego doing all these big flips and stuff. They're not trained. You know, yeah.
They
Hey,
don't need
get him
to
up
be
on the
trained
boat.
to eat
Yeah.
you.
No, they won't even eat
Oh,
you.
a
If you
trained
jump in right
whale
now,
ate me.
no,
Bit off my leg.
you got
They
a
don't
better.
train
You have a
them.
better shot at a trained whale eating you than a non-trained whale.
Well, tell
Because
that
a
to
non-trained
people.
whale is out there in the ocean that could care less about you.
Tell that to the people who's had their limbs bitten off.
And who had their limbs bitten off
Somebody
by a
last
whale?
year in Newport Beach, right?
It was probably a
and
shark.
And then the other girl that made the whole movie off it, her whole arm.
That was a shark.
Shark.
Oh.
This
that's
is a
right.
whale.
Sorry.
A whale is a mammal.
Okay, got it.
650-1590, 650-1590. And we just found out the difference between a whale and a shark. Give us a call right now. Take us to break.
You are listening to Tom and Christy on Live 805-1590 KVTA.
Good job.
Thanks so much,
You
man.
got it,
Thank
bud.
you so much. There we go. So we just finished the radio show here at KVTA. Lizabelle, thank you so much. Gibby, as always. These guys are amazing. These are the two that have really pushed me to do what I'm doing. So I really appreciate it. Come on in here. Gibby, get in here with us. A little hug, love, for the camera. This is awesome.
The big guys look at